Oh, speaking of water, did you see Kanye crying?
Wow.
Oh my God,
transition, bro.
That
This
was
guy's
good.
transition.
What about Bib?
That was gas.
That
That was pretty good.
Crazy.
What
That was
about
pretty
Bib?
good. Huh?
What about?
Kanye West. He said he's running for president, 2020, possibly 2024.
Mm-hmm.
He's been tweeting a lot the past week. I don't know. Some people have called him. There's been a lot of opinions split on him. Is he doing it for the album, which didn't get released because it's supposed to be released yesterday? Didn't get released.
Mhm. Is he
People
doing
are
it for
saying,
attention?
yeah, people are saying, is he having a sort of episode?
Absolutely.
Some people claim, he's sort of that he struggles with his mental health, especially the time around his mom's passing. That's what people like to say. I don't know. No one really knows. And then a lot of people just also didn't like his takes during the
Yeah.
the actual thing.
Harriet Tubman
Yes.
didn't actually free the slaves.
Okay.
Mm.
She
You're
just
spitting.
brought them north so that they could work for another white man.
Okay.
That's
See, I mean,
that's what Kanye said.
I didn't agree with it. One of my friends was telling me that they did, or that it was true, because I guess they're saying that like people still make the argument that the slaves, like black people, still aren't technically free
slaves.
or whatever.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah.
But I think when you are going after, or when you're saying anything disparaging about a hero, you're gonna have to really present yourself clearly.
Absolutely.
So he didn't really do that, because if you go from not having the ability to leave the master's yard to working and having your own family,
Mm-hmm.
you're free by comparison. So
Right.
you gotta be careful in the way you phrase these things. He also continued to say, like, the 30 seconds after that was like, he's like, oh, I'm not on the Gap board right now. I'm not on the Adidas board. Like, they still, like, he's trying to make the argument that we still are, but he did not present that clearly, which is why a lot of people claim it's not, like, it was incoherent. That was the word I kept hearing.
Yeah.
That it was like rambling, it was incoherent.
Yeah.
And a lot of the ideas are there, but when you don't connect them, then it's going to
Yes.
be called incoherent. So that was the
like,
issue.
He has a problem throughout his whole
Career.
career where it's like he has ideas, but he doesn't know how to present them, whether it be from the issues of mental health or he's just not the best speaker or
From
whatever.
George Bush doesn't care about black people. The cli-
He
That's
yeah,
a classic, bro.
Yeah. He just doesn't know how to present his opinions. And again, there's some things that people are like, I don't disagree.
Mhm.
Like, he's saying things that make sense in theory, but they're not presented in the right way. So, like, the whole, Harriet Tubman didn't free the slaves. He didn't say to the North, though. He was just like, she just bought them to work for other white people. So it was like, I think the thing he forgot to connect was that he meant now, as opposed to just like, I freed them to move them to other white people, like, right away, you know? So he was trying to connect where it was like, right now we're
Yeah.
still working under white people.
Yep.
White people are still owning big businesses, so it's like, who's really in control? Kind of that whole mentality.
Yeah.
But like you were saying, the rambling, the incoherentness, that comes with that's something that's common with people who struggle with mental health issues in different areas, where it's like there's a lot of rambling, there's a lot of whether it's in an episode or some kind of flare up that they have. So he's not stable enough to be running.
No, absolutely
Do you
not.
think I don't know. Some people, do you think it has to be one, like it has to be for attention, or that he's completely off, like he's completely going through episode, or do you think it's like it could be both? Maybe he actually wants to run for president and he just actually is going through something right now at the same time,
Yeah.
and he's dropping music.
I
Or
think
do you like
Too
what do you
much on
guys
the
think?
plate.
I have no idea.
I think he's definitely going through a lot. I think a lot of people are, especially within quarantine. And celebrities and famous people are not exempt, because there's not as many business opportunities. You're still just possibly just stuck at home, whether that home be $1 million home or some ranch in Wyoming. Like, you're still not going to do many things. And if you're in that lifestyle, that's something that's continuous. And even when that gets shut off, then it's like, oh, okay, that's it. So he's struggling with that. Like you said, his mom passing. I'm sure he has music and he's been working, but it's just so many things going on at once. And somebody who's a creator, I guess, having all those things come on, like, just doesn't know how to handle it.
It's one thing though. Like, that's fine for him to go through all these problems and have this episode, but like, I guess people are taking him seriously because he's running for president and he could potentially fuck up like a lot
do
of
you
things.
really think he's gonna upset the election? That's what
No.
I've come to act.
See, that's the thing.
I
Yeah,
don't-
we say that people won't take it serious, but there's gonna be those people.
I
That
mean,
just,
Chance said like I'll vote for him.
Yeah, Chance had stated his support for him.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but
I think he had talked to some people and he responded. He's like, I could see why y'all don't like him,
Mm-hmm.
but I still have my stance or something like that. I
Yeah.
don't remember.
yeah, but his whole reasoning was that he has a beautiful soul, and I'm just like, that's
he
not
what?
enough to be a president.
What were your guys? Did you have issues with Kanye's thing besides the sort of don't know the album thing? Did you like look at his stances on opinions on things, or was that
He's
not?
I'm not taking it seriously, so no.
Anti-abortion.
Okay.
There was
weren't
one
in-
thing
Okay.
that I did appreciate, I guess,
Okay.
from what transpired
Mhm.
was he bought somebody up from the audience,
Yeah.
and he was like, hold up, like who disagreed with him, I think,
Yeah.
and he was like, hold up, let her speak, let her talk,
Okay.
let her say her stance, because I think he said something about anti-abortion, right? So I think
Yeah,
that's
something
yeah.
like that.
So he was like, and I think he also altered his stance. Not saying that the alteration was good or anything that he
Mhm.
said was coherent or well thought out, but I appreciated, having somebody to come up to counter what you're saying, as opposed to saying you with an iron fist and be like, this is what I'm saying, this is what I
Mhm.
think, that's it, that's all.
But then I also saw a video where he was like yelling at this black lady, and then I don't even
I
know
think for
for
having a
for
mask,
also disagreeing with him. She gave some background to it and said that she like disagreed with him or something.
Mm.
She was like, you brought up the white girl and hugged her and everything, and then with me he was like, I can't even see your face because you're wearing a mask.
yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
everyone's like,
But that's the thing.
that
I
was
think that's
weird.
where the mania and the
Mhm.
paranoia comes in.
because he's just irrational. Like he's one
Yeah,
person it's a
exactly.
hug, one person it's
It's
a
just
fight.
he's all over the place. So again, he's not stable to do anything political
Mhm.
at this
Wait,
point.
Claude, if you said you're not taking it seriously, then you just don't care about it at all.
Basically,
Why?
I mean, I just don't.
You
think
just
he'll
told
win.
me the vote, his vote matters. So then it's serious.
What do you mean his vote matters?
Or like
I
he
said
just said
everyone's vote
he could
matters.
influence people in different states. So are you
What do you
taking it
mean?
seriously, or
I-
like, do you think he will influence people?
Uh,
Do you think he will influence people and it should be taken seriously, or he won't influence people?
I'm not
and you're
taking it seriously because I don't see him having a serious shot in winning, and I
Okay.
think he's just having some problems. So I'm just not paying attention to
Well, wait.
everything that Kanye is saying.
didn't we say that about Trump in 2016?
We did, but
But
they,
Did
he
and
did
then-
also sign up on time for
yeah,
every ballot.
he had like a legit
Trump did take
start
it more.
in running,
Yeah.
campaign and
Kanye's like, oh, put in write-in ballots, which is like not.
Yeah,
a thing.
it's too
But,
late in the game.
you
But
know.
that's why I'm not taking it seriously personally.
Yeah. Okay.
understandable.
I just ignore things when I just don't give a flying fuck.
He's
about it.
anti-vax.
That's not.
He's anti-vax.
He's anti-abortion.
I mean, there was a lot of tweets. He was talking about Kim. The tweets were another thing.
Well, Kim and Meek
He was talking
Mill.
about Kim.
Honestly,
Meek
yo,
Mill,
but
his daughters.
I know people shit on Kim a lot because she just does her thing, but like she,
sure, that's why. Go on.
but she did stand up for him a little bit,
Uh-huh.
where she was like responded somehow. I think IG or something.
Mhm.
Where she like put out something. She was like, "Yo, just like be compassionate. Right? Like let us. This is a family matter. Like let this be handled, kind of
Mhm.
thing. Like it just needs some time. Like there are things that he's going through. So like I don't know. I
He was
appreciate that.
also tweeting her like before. He was tweeting her like they're trying to get a doctor to come here.
They're trying to lock me up. Yeah, because when you're in that mind state, you think that everyone's against you, and they're like, "Oh, you're just holding me down. Like these are my thoughts. I could let these thoughts out." But it's like, yeah, but maybe not all at once like this. Like,
and maybe not in front of public people.
Yeah.
Right.
He did
Exactly.
apologize to her today as well. I saw that too. He was like, I brought up I made a private matter public, and I shouldn't have done
Right, exactly. There's some
So-
things that it's like family business. Like it should stay. Paul, you have to stop that, please.
that.
Like family matter stuff. Like it should be dealt with in the family as opposed to made public and just had embarrassment. Again, I can't speak on the business of the Kardashian family, what they do to him or whatever it is that they're going through. So